Welcome back to a new video here at Life of the Bridges. If you didn't see our last video, we had to take Teddy back up to Great Ormond Street Hospital for some 12-month post-transplant checks, including bloods, an echocardiogram to check his heart, a CT scan to check his chest, and his 3-hour monthly immunoglobulin transfusion, which was very testing and exhausting for us as the Bridge family. So if you didn't catch that video, click the link above to watch it. And if you're interested in following our journey of our son's road to recovery, then hit that subscribe button. But for now, on to today's video. So after a long and tiring day, today has just left me absolutely exhausted. I've just put Teddy down for a nap, and I've even gone for a nap. I usually use his napping time as time to work, but I was just like absolutely wiped out. But I'm going to pull my big boy pants on and actually enjoy the second half of today, and we are going to hopefully do a bit of swimming in that area. As you saw in one of our previous videos, we bought a little Paw Patrol paddling pool and it was not suffice and needed upgrading. So I've upgraded. So whilst he's asleep, I'm going to get the other one blown up, start adding some water to it, and hopefully when he comes down, he'll see a big paddling pool and we can go for a splash. Let's get to it. First of all, that needs tidying. 3, 2, 1. Much better. You need to move, you need to move, and you need to move. 3, 2, 1. Now we're ready for a pool. 3, 2, 1. Sorted. Now time for some water.
Woo! Warm tap on. Time to let that fill up. Close the curtains. When it's full up, we can reveal it's a 10. And hope we get a good reaction. That is a little bit better than the last one.
Hello, darling. Did you have a nice nap? Still snoozy. Daddy had to have a nap as well. Yesterday was exhausting, right?
Yeah.
Ready for a fun, action-packed second half of the day? Fighting fit?
Yeah.
Good job. Should we do his medicine quickly?
Daddy.
Daddy do it after. Super. Daddy does his.
Delicious.
Done.
Oh, done.
Choo 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 choo.
Is it your train?
Yeah.
Is that because you can see your train?
Choo 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 choo.
You can leave your nang in your bed?
Choo choo
Good.
choo choo.
Choo choo. You want to come play with your train?
Here come my little train.
Yeah.
He's going to train tomorrow.
You want to go on a train tomorrow?
Yeah.
We can find a train if you want to go on a train tomorrow.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Say Potty walk. Yay!
You want to go on a plane? Now you're asking big things, but whilst you mention it, we go on a plane in about 4.5 weeks. Going to Nanny's house in France, hopefully.
Dancing. I did dancing.
You do dancing.
It's a big gorilla, Daddy.
A big gorilla?
Yeah.
Where?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, it is a big gorilla. What's he doing in your bed?
Chicken.
He is a cheeky monkey, a bit like you, mate.
Teddy's own swimming pool.
I want egg.
You want an egg? You weren't happy with the surprise I nearly just passed away blowing that up with my own lungs in my mouth. And you come down and you want an egg.
Yeah.
Well, a new swimming pool is what we've got, so we haven't got any eggs. Sorry to disappoint, mate. Let's put your swimming costume on, yeah? They're never happy, these children, are they? I'm only without pearly gates. Amount of oxygen I lost, but hey ho. Whoa! Plop! Let's go in.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Ted!
Teddy do swimming.
Like one,
You like swimming? Why don't you try sit down? Wow! You can do jumping, big splashes.
Oh, you're both in there too.
I like one.
You got your own swimming pool in your own garden, Teddy.
You like that?
Good boy. Well done.
Funny.
Why don't you blow your bubbles? Good boy!
Two. It's like a whale getting in there. Is that being in SeaWorld? That we could be synchronised swimmers. Funny Daddy?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. There's a shark in the pool. Baby shark.
Daddy.
Yes, darling.
They lay down.
Daddy lay down. If the face goes water, you do this. Look. Close your eyes, close your mouth. Stand up. Big deep breath. Oh, good.
Again. Funny.
Funny.
I'm Teddy.
Go on then, Teddy. Pop your face in, close your eyes, close your mouth. Blow bubbles and take a deep breath. Teddy, blow bubbles, preferably out of your mouth, not your bottom.
Ooh.
Way, good boy. This is a no fart zone, no wee zone, and no poo zone. Thank you very much.
No clue how this is going to go, but we'll see. Wow! Whee! It's fair to say I think Teddy liked his new swimming pool, and it was going to be a great tool to increase his confidence in the water, ready for our up and coming holiday. So I just wanted to come on here and just have a bit of a recap about basically what went down at Great Ormond Street Hospital yesterday. And although it was a really, really long-winded and hard work sort of day, it was monumental. The milestone that was reached was absolutely fantastic, and BMT have signed him off their books, and we are being transferred back over to the haematology team, which he will be under for life. It basically brings Teddy's bone marrow transplant journey to an end, because they have almost got to the stage where they've said, look, we took him on, we gave him his bone marrow transplant, we have stuck with him all through his aftercare and all of his after checks and stuff like that, and he is stable, and there isn't anything more than we can do. If he ever relapsed and then we ever had to go down another transplant route, then of course we would join back on the bone marrow transplant team. But for now, they're done with him. Like, they've successfully done the job, they've successfully done the transplant, and it's now down to aftercare of just cancer in a nutshell, you know? So it's huge. The other huge progression that we had as well is that due to the fact that the bone marrow transplant don't want to see us anymore, it means that yes, we'll be still going in for his monthly infusions and he will still be having his bloods done every month. But we should be having clinic every month where they check and assess him and just ask all the stereotypical questions like, has he spiked any fever, any sickness, any rashes? They physically check him over just to check that none of his organs are swollen and all these different things. So we have that currently done once a month. Now that will be done every 3 months. So that's done quarterly now, which again is a huge milestone, because yes, we have to keep these immunoglobulins happening. We are going to continue those throughout all of this year and the winter, and then all the way through to next spring, which is slightly annoying because obviously we're going to have to cannulate him every month and go through the stress and trauma of that. But these immunoglobulins have been the maker, Teddy, so all the time we can have them, I'm 100% going to do it. Hopefully with a small price to pay of the cannula, we reap the rewards of him eating, drinking, happy, full of energy and the rest of it. So yeah, huge progress. Although we had a CT scan and a echocardiogram for his kind of 12-month post checks, they will continue to do checks on him throughout the whole of his life on his heart, because of the severity of the chemotherapy that he did have. It comes with risks and of potential other cancers and it affecting organs. One of the unfortunate well-known downsides to having the chemotherapy that Teddy had, known as busulfan, which is a seriously strong chemotherapy, is they're pretty much 100% sure that Teddy's going to be infertile when he's older. Now, we made that decision to obviously go ahead with it because we needed to save his life, but it comes at a cost of him potentially not being able to have children. So that's going to be a tough conversation to have in the future, but it was a small price to pay if it meant saving his life. When he obviously gets transferred over to the haematology team, there will be some checks that he'll be having over the rest of his life. Like I said, with his heart
Also, when he gets around about 10, they will be checking his hormone levels and his testosterone levels because of just his transfer into puberty. So obviously that can be affected by the chemotherapy, but there's a small chance of that, but I still want to be doing checks throughout. But after yesterday, there will be no reason for the Great Ormond Street Hospital BMT team to see him, or any team to see him. We may not have to go back up to Great Ormond Street Hospital unless the haematology team need to see him in person. But for now, the next time we see them will be 3 months' time. Fingers crossed. I hope I'm not tempting fate, but our journey at Great Ormond Street Hospital is potentially coming to an end, or more to the point, will be a lot less frequent, hopefully. So it is truly amazing, and there were times throughout all of his treatment that we didn't ever think we'd say those words, you know, and it's an absolute breath of fresh air to think that we may actually be able to close this book and leave this chapter behind us. And when you are wrapped up in this sort of cancer journey, you sometimes don't ever think that your life will ever be the same again, purely because cancer doesn't go away. It's always going to be a part of your life because of what we went through with him and the trauma that it caused, but we may get another chance at normality, you know. And the way that this little chap's going, it's hard to keep up with the boy. Look at your poor little arm from yesterday. It's all bruised. And I honestly couldn't be any more proud of this little boy. Not only because we still get to make memories, but just what he's taught us. He's taught us just so many different things that we didn't even know were possible. He's just taught us so much and just put so much in perspective that I don't actually believe any sort of money would actually be able to buy you. It's an experience and a journey that we've been on that's taught us, led by this little boy down here. So forever grateful, really am. But yeah, he's about to fall off a cliff, so best I start concentrating.
This so big one is full. This one, big one.
Look at you and Willow swimming. But once again, I'm going to take an opportunity, because I don't want it to ever go unnoticed, about how thankful we are for each and every one of you that's supported us through the good and the bad, and you've been with us throughout this whole journey. And even if you guys are new to the channel, we thank you as well. Like, all of our past videos are there to not only help myself and Katie during the treatment, but also help others that are potentially going through the treatment, or gone through it, or are going to go through it. So we started this channel to raise awareness of what it's like to have childhood cancer, to go through AML leukemia, and what the treatment is like, and so on and so forth. And now we're in a stage where we are raising awareness of what it's like post cancer and post AML leukemia. And that is a dream come true. To show that there is hope and life after cancer for people that are going through it currently is just a blessing. And we feel forever privileged that we're able to share that story, because many others haven't. So we don't ever take that for granted. Teddy, these rivers are pathetic in comparison to Wales, aren't they? They're like little tiny dribbles. Not even Willow can bathe in it. She's literally getting her feet wet. Give us the big, deep, fast rushing rivers. That's what we want, isn't it, mate?
With a lovely wholesome day of reflecting with my boy, it was time to head out for a run and continue my training for our up and coming marathon.
I think that storm behind me is brewing, and I'm going to get wet, but nothing gets in the way of the training and preparation for our London Half Parks Marathon to raise money for Great Ormond Street Hospital, the hospital that saved my son's life. Come rain or shine, we're putting in that work. No excuses, ladies and gents.
Well done.
Way! That's your new potty.
Good practicing. Try this one.
I'm helping you. Daddy, he'll try button.
I'm not sure my bottom will fit on there, man. I might need two. One for each arse cheek.
Have my hand. That's it. Sit on your potty.
Ted, out of the two, you missed.
Look where your potty is, and then you sit down on it.
That's it, turn round, good boy. So, oh, incoming poo poo. Work in progress. And Willow's face just about sums up the start of our journey into potty training. And with a new day started, the weather was a good representation of how we were doing in Bridge HQ this morning. That is officially the mood on camp today. As unfortunately Katie is violently ill. She has got a really, really bad upset tummy and is throwing up. I've got chronic toothache and like gum pain, which I am going for an emergency dental appointment today at 1:30. But touch wood, Teddy is fine. So as long as Teddy doesn't get any of it, then we're absolutely good to go. He is constantly my strength. I don't know if you know, but interesting fact for you about me is my biggest fear in life is the dentist. And I absolutely detest it, but I've had this ongoing pain in my gum area for the last week and a bit, and it's actually started to swell today. So emergency dental appointment it is. So yeah, but mood on camp and a broken leg. Mood on camp today is pretty down in the dumps, but we're trying to keep it upbeat for Teddy because he's amazing. So I'm going to do my best to match his energy. Out here with an absolutely ridiculous toothache, just being nothing but a sticker board. The things you do to entertain your children. Give a guy a rest, for goodness sakes. Let me be in pain in peace. I think he's trying to say something now. Keep sticking sloths all over my face. Is that what I look like with my swollen face?
It's climbing.
Yes.
It's climbing.
You're climbing. I'm a climbing frame now as well. I might watch this side of my face, Teddy, because I'm likely to hit the roof if you touch it. Oh.
It's climbing.
Oh. 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 Oh.
A few minutes later.
I've just arrived at my emergency dental appointment 15 minutes early, which is 15 minutes worth of apprehension, which is great. Time to go and put off this inevitable and see what the outcome is. I've left Teddy asleep and Kate said that she's going to just watch over him over the camera. Hopefully I get in there and get out before Kate is required to get out of bed and put up with an excited toddler. But also we want to try and keep Kate's distance away from Teddy as much as possible because we do not want Teddy getting what Kate's got. So hey ho. But not come on here to waffle. Time to go and get this tooth sorted. Ugh. Wow. There is a reason why there is lots of lovely cars around this area, because the dentist is crazily expensive. And it turns out I've got an abscess under one of my teeth and I'm going to need a root canal. So I've been given 2 different antibiotics to get the swelling down, as their swelling is starting and is only going to get bigger. And then I'm going back to the dentist next Friday to come up with a plan, and my dentist is going to assess the x-ray and see how the antibiotics have gone on. But either way, I will need a root canal, which sounds horrendous and painful, of 2 hour-and-a-half sittings. But it could be worse. It's absolutely dropping the ocean in comparison to what my son's been through, and that is my little tool of how to deal with it and combat my fears, knowing that Teddy has been through absolutely monumental heights in comparison to what this is. So dropping the ocean. Chin up, Scott Bridge. Time for you to step up. So yeah, but for now I'm going to grab some food because I need to take my first dose of antibiotics so I don't look like the elephant man in the morning.
Chicken monkey.
Did you have a nice sleep?
Parrot.
You got parrot?
Giraffe at a zoo.
Parrot at a zoo. It makes everything absolutely okay coming and seeing this boy just so healthy and happy. Look at him, abundance of energy. High five. Nothing matters when he's good.
Good.
Bless him. How's that potty training going, dude?
You're funny.
You're funny.
What do you about?
What you got your helmet on for, just in case you fall off the potty?
Yeah, I think so.
You gonna do hiding?
Yeah.
Go and hide then.
The count to 10.
Good, Daddy count to 10. Go on then, Teddy, hide. Out of all the places to hide, the blind pole was just 10 out of 10. I've got no chance of finding him. Is that your hiding place?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I can't see you, so you're doing well. Daddy count to 10.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wonder where Teddy is. God, that's a good hiding place. Where's Teddy gone? Ow! Boo!
Again. Again.
That's such a good hiding space. You're going to pick the same again.
Again.
Okay.
Count to 10. Count to 10.
1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's Teddy?
God, he's picked a good hiding spot this time. I can't see him. Ow! There you are! Couldn't see you behind that stick-thin pole.
So, 6, 8, 8, I'm gonna head up from
So today I have got one hell of a day of multitasking. As Katie still isn't very well, so she is bedbound, so I have got a full day of parenting, which should be great fun and a breeze because I've got Teddy's company. But secondly, I'm going to be cooking, which was meant to be for the whole family, but I'm going to be cooking a beef short rib ragu. Now, this is something that I haven't ever cooked before. I've cooked a ragu before, but I've never cooked beef rib, and I'm going to do a low and slow cook with these beef ribs, which I marinated. This was the process I did yesterday. And today I'm going to be smoking them on the barbecue for around about 6 to 8 hours. Then I'm going to be putting them in the pot for a further 2 to 3 hours, just to let them tenderize and make the meat nice and soft and shreddable. And then I'm going to mix it in with my ragu. So time to get these beef short ribs on the barbecue.
Crocs on?
Yeah.
Hats on. Time to do some barbecuing.
Woman.
Swimming? Nah, we've got barbecuing today. Bloody ninja, aren't I?
First up, bit of smoking cherry wood. Next up, coals, fire lighters. Time to get this fire lit. Obviously with my glamorous assistant that's singing us some theme tunes. Oh, McDonald has a farm. Short rib has a connection. We'll let those coals start to light, then we'll get the dome up to temperature and then put these short ribs on the barbecue. Next up, time to prep the veg.
There we have it. About 8 to 10 chopped garlic cloves there, 1 white onion, 4 sticks of celery and 3 carrots. Veg prepped.
As you can see, we have mess everywhere. Loads of washing up to do. So this all needs tidying. Sorted. Sides clean. Pappardelle pasta ready for later. Tomatoes, beef stock, everything clean. And a little child causing absolute havoc. Excuse the noise in the background. I'm parenting and cooking at the same time. Time to check on the short ribs. Oh, they are looking amazing. This is the reality of cooking. All organised and clean this side. Absolute carnage. So this is like the adult side of the kitchen. All cleaned and prepped. And this is the child side of the kitchen, which is carnage because there's no point actually tidying this part because this little one mucks it all up. But now I'm going to organise this. Yeah, then go and check on Kate. Much better. I need to occupy this little one before pasta ends up everywhere. It's actually something that I really struggled to get my head around at the start, just living in pure mess, because I'm quite an organised and clean person. And this is the reality of living with a toddler. I could tidy this all away, and within 5 minutes, it should all be back out. So I've come up with a plan over the years of having Teddy, is that let him cause carnage, scoop things into nice organised piles, and then tidy it up at the end. Otherwise, I'm just a full-time cleaner and have to stay in his shadow the whole time, cleaning all day, which is not what I want. So we let the carnage commence. Ever since starting potty training with Teddy as well, he's just found myself standing at the toilet going for a wee an absolute hilarity. So as soon as he hears the toilet door go, he rushes over, and if I'm not quick, I potentially find myself in a bit of a difficult situation. A bit like 2 minutes ago, went into the toilet, started having a wee, and who appeared between my legs? Mr. Teddy Bridge, everyone. And I very, 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 very nearly urinated all over my son's head. Another realistic situation of having a toddler. But it's all good fun. Nobody was harmed in the event of my urination, so we carry on moving.
Whilst we're out and about in the garden, let me show you a few of some absolute belting plants we've got. I know some people don't like this whole green finger content, but I'm just proud of it. Check out these. A lot of these are all grown from seed. Look at these. I said these were going to be a little pink fiery rocket, and they're finally starting to come out. Featuring Teddy. But more importantly, look at these sunflowers. That one there has got to be about 8 foot. It's incredible. And you know, I said I was growing lots of red sunflowers and the teddy bear sunflowers. Because I had grown so many, I was going to give a few out as presents, which I've done. And I still have so many left. So I've planted some and I've still got loads left that are still just growing. So these are all red sunflowers. And these are a few teddy bear sunflowers, which are growing pretty slowly, to be fair. Got all of these still left. And I've pretty much planted a red sunflower in every gap that I've got. There's a couple down there, 3 or 4 there, 4 or 5 there, and loads in pots on the patio. I even planted 2 in my basket for good measure. And I know you're not meant to put sunflowers in a basket, but I had space, so why the hell not? And Teddy's little flower patch is gorgeous.
As the beef was smoking away nicely, we had time to have an hour playing in his play area and with his homemade mud kitchen.
Good news, so I just went upstairs to check on Kate in between Teddy making more mess, and she's feeling a bit better. So, just a penguin coming through the kitchen. Yeah, she's feeling a bit better, which is good, so hopefully she's going to get out of bed and come outside for a bit of fresh air, which is nice, because we get a bit of company. Still been a penguin.
With a quick check on the short ribs, and they were looking incredible, which means it's nearly time to start making the ragu sauce. So to the herb garden!
We'll Teddy use the scissors, and then we can cut Daddy some rosemary out of his herb garden.
I'm the one.
Teddy do it, yes. This is rosemary, this is thyme. Daddy help you because these are dangerous scissors. That's it, we're going to go snip 1, 2, and this one, snip 3. And we need some thyme. There we go, some nice bit of thyme. You're going to hold them for me?
Yeah.
We are cooking nicely, and we are about 10 minutes out before I remove these babies. But for now, time to get the ragu sauce on.
This is going to be speedy, so listen closely. Olive oil in the pan. In go the veg, also known as sofrito. Apology to any Italians watching if I pronounce that wrong. Season with salt and pepper and cook until deeply brown and almost caramelized. Then add your garlic and tomato paste and cook until very fragrant. Ooh yeah baby! Deglaze the pot by slowly adding red wine and cook off all the alcohol until it becomes thick and yummy. Once the sad moment where all the alcohol is now gone, you add the remaining ingredients to build the sauce. The beef stock, the good quality tinned tomatoes and the fresh herbs and bay leaves. And another bit of seasoning for good measure. And here's the good part, then you can go and collect your slow cooked short rib off the barbecue. And I'd advise wearing a bib at this moment because it causes an excessive amount of saliva in your mouth, also known as dribble. Then add all your deliciously tender meat to the pot, sit back and relax and watch it simmer away in its own glory. And then you can email Gordon Ramsay and see if he has a spare job going. Then feel free to get on with any jobs whilst your beef wallows upside down in the ragu pool like it's on a 5-star all-inclusive holiday. Bloody cheek of it. After an hour of the beef being on its luxury retreat, it's time to pull the bones out and shred. Oh, missed the bone. Quick shot to the camera of how good your beef looks. And then, voila! You have 6 short ribs shredded within an inch of their life and ready to return back to their luxury all-inclusive retreat for one last hour. Add a bit of the double thick white stuff so it's oh so creamy. And then it was time for the pasta, baby! Boil out the pasta, flop it in the ragu, and there we have it. A plate of absolute beauty. 1 twist, 2 twists, and a dollop on top. And there you have the perfect smoked beef short rib ragu. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a perfect time to end this video. Bet all your mouths are watering now. Don't forget to hit the like on this video, subscribe to our channel. A huge thank you to all our Bridge family members, and remember, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised.